So I went short. I'm short right now. I put my stop loss there. Let's see. I take profits. Will just be there. At that point, there's a previous week. Monday's low is about that level. So I'm waiting for price to want to gravitate lower, and no 1 minute time frame. It's European dollar. This is better. The European dollar looks a little bit lethargic. It's have so much retracement compared to the British pound here. That's a 4-hour inefficiency, by the way. It's a higher time frame level. So everything I do here is a key off from the higher time frame level. You take a look at these lows. Like it's so sloppy. Like so sloppy lows, and like all these lows, like it's like look at them, like so much liquidity is below them. So let me show my phone is on flight mode. Okay. So I'm still expecting a rally in price, decline in price. I want to see price fall lower. I'm sitting on a plastic chair, so it's moving around. That's why you're hearing the sound. For anyone who hears the background sound, and that's it. So I can go short here, but I want more confirmation. I don't want a pyramid at this level now. I want to really be sure price is going down. I'm bearish, I'm not bullish, but I need some kind of like like a really nice drop lower. Then it shows that I can go down. So I'm putting a buy limits for a partial at 1.30862. Man, that did go. There's a low there, so I'm going to take out some partial there. Hopefully. So I want price to that's a 3 minute. I want it to act as a bearish inversion fair value gap. So when it overlaps it can revisit it, and that can be an opportunity to for anyone who missed the actual higher, which is a premium sell. You can just enter. Once it get overlapped, you can drop to the 1 minute time frame, and it should be overlapped. And if you 1 minute time frame, you can actually get in. And that's the inversion fair value gap right there. Yes, this is what I'm looking for, this kind of aggressive displacement in price. So now I'm open for pyramiding. So let me see in the lower time frame if there can be something very okay. How about getting an institutional order flow entry? How about this level? I think that's really good. Probably put the limits order there. Oh, it looks good. Should price want to give that level? So let me make sure it's accurate. Okay. I think I'll put a limit about that. Oh no, Let's see. Okay, I put a 1 million sell them. Okay, yeah. So, so that's the limit. Hopefully, if price should want to reprice here. But is that the ID level? There might be some better higher time frame level. No. Okay. The 3 minutes could not close right there, but on the 1 minute time frame they might be closed there actually. So that's a London sell side liquidity. Today's London section. We'll have a sell side here. So I'll be reaching for that. I want price to draw into that. How long I don't know. I don't care. That's my draw liquidity. NQ no. European dollar. Okay, not as. Oh, this is better. So that's like the benefit of knowing relative strength analysis. You know which one is better. So look left, that looks like a retail pattern. That's what they call diagonal support. I like when I'm trading I see this, I love it. Why? Because before I actually begin smart money concept, which is actually ICT concept, this is what they taught me when I paid this bill. Okay, would you buy as it's touching it? You buy. So they'll say you buy. Once it's touching, you buy. So anytime I see that pattern, I love it because I want to cannibalize people, the uninformed street money, because they'll be buying as it's touching that diagonal imaginary line. So that's actually a confident factor for me. So let's see what level here on the higher time frame can be a potential level for me to pyramid. Okay, the opening price is 1.30949. Yes, that's like a bearish order block and a 1 hour or 4 hour bearish order block. Let me take this off. Okay, so that will be a good point because I don't think price is going to go as deep into that anymore. So let's see if price will want to gravitate here. Some price is struggling to actually, let's see. Now this is 1046. I like to enter at times before the 1050 macro. Is a macro. I like to enter before then at times because this is a better entry, especially at 1045. I didn't learn that from ICT. It's a discovery I did on my own with my experience in price. Sometimes it's a better entry at 1045, so I'll just take that. So because I'm not sure if 1.30944 might be fulfilled. That's the best of the best, but at times aiming for perfect, you just might not get an entry. So let's see if price wants to rally a little bit, so I can just I'll put 500,000 shares sell market order there. Once it gets there, that will be what I'll be doing. Because and if it gets that 1 million sell limit is good, so I'll go short right there. So I don't care whether it gets that. If it gets that, that's a plus for me. If it doesn't, I won't have to worry about, oh, I should have, so I'll make this increase it by 500,000. So let's see if price wants to give me that level. So in less than 2 minutes, it will be 1050. If this fails to do it, I don't know if 1050 will be able to succeed in doing that. Oh, look how close price is. Will it give it? No. That was funny. Remember that level is 1.30949 is a higher time frame bearish order block, the 4 hour bearish order block. Price just distorting. I don't know if it will be getting that 1.30949. So that's the price at times you pay for perfection. Once you want the lesser precise entries, at times you just get denied. That's why I don't do things like this when I'm just trying to enter my first position. My first position, I try as much as possible, not chasing price. Like once it's in that crosshair, I quickly, I pull the trigger because it can run and I might not get that kind of entry. But now I'm already in a position, and so I can actually demand precision here, and I don't really care if it does that. I already have something on, and I'll still be profitable. But if I had nothing on, come on. So let me see if I can sell 50. Because yeah, so sell 50. I'm not sure if price will go there again. I don't know. In low resistance liquidity condition, you don't see that lots of retracement like that. I can't see what this will do, but for the time being, I think I'm content with this. If the 1 million sales share limit gets in, beautiful. If it doesn't, I don't care. I have a lot in already. Oh, look how close that was. So in a minute's time, it will be 11. So price is just not willing to go there. Let's see. Like, look how close it is. So it's 11 a.m. already, and once it's this time, this level is very clean. That's too smooth. Too clean. Remember, you know, smooth edges should be made jagged. So, and it's too clean right here. Let's go to a higher time frame and let's see what's actually there. Okay, everything looks good here. So I reduced my limit, my risks. Just it's already 11 p.m. It's past 11 p.m. This is 11:02, and it's either I take a partial or I just break even. But I just reduced the risk there because 11 can be a comeback. So there you go, right in here. So I increase it even better to. I think that should cover the cost. I write it out. It's risk removed and cost covered. So there you go. Make this go. I'm still looking at that inefficiency right there. So everything to me is not okay. Are we going to get priced in? This guy is not 1.30949. Like, price is just not wanting to be priced, like book that level. Let's see the 1 minute chart. But the tops and the bottoms are just clean, like clean. Well, I don't know, but if I'll favor the top to be taken out first before the sell side. Right now they are both clean. I want the top to be the Judas, then the downside should be the real delivery, which is a draw on liquidity for price. So let's see which gets first. So I'm watching the current encroachment of this candle still. Should we close below 1.30920? If price closes below that or just at that, then we might likely run for the sell side. But if it still close above that, might want to deal with the unfinished business over here. And then watching that. So it's past 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So therefore, once it's that time, it's either you take a partial. But for now, price, it's just based on price most of the time. But one thing that is almost like a constant at past 11 Eastern Standard Time, I always try as much as possible to at least have a partial off, or most importantly, my risks should be removed, and that is why it's risk removed and cost is covered. So that's one thing I do. You know, the first rule in speculation is capital preservation. ICT always said, Michael J. Alderston said, capital preservation is the first rule in speculation. Always, always. You say you don't rush, you don't jump on price, you don't run to price, you don't try to chase price. The only time you should move fast is when you're trying to protect your money. That's when you should move fast. Not, okay, I want to move fast to get out of the trade. No. I want to move fast to get in. No. Move fast only when it's time to protect your money. Secure your capital. Again, capital preservation is the first rule in speculation. It's no matter how good you are, if you don't know your capital preservation, which you can also refer to as a risk management, it doesn't matter. You just you will mess up. And it also can be said conversely that if you're super poor, like is there anything like super poor, like if you suck in trading and you have an excellent risk management, even if 70% of your trading are your tradings are losses, like each position you take net 70% is always losing, that remaining 30% will make up for your losses and even make you profitable if you know the risk management, if you know how to preserve your capital. That's why most of people use this retail concept. It, like, they are very excellent risk manager. That's why they actually make money, not because they know what they're doing, but they are super great in risk managing. So imagine smart money concept and you are now super great in risk management. With your trade now 70% of it now penning out well to your favor, that is, you are on site 70% of the time. Like, man, you're not a competition. Like, they can't compete with you. Like, you're a cut above. You live in this upper echelon. You don't go with the crows. You fly where the eagles fly. Your altitude is different. So that's just it. Money preservation of your capital, it's unnegotiable. It's not negotiable. You can't bargain for that. You either do it or don't do it. You just you like you it's like a constant. You must keep your money. Okay. So the candle didn't close like I expected below this. So let's see if they still want to get this top, or they just want to run for this. These trailers are almost equal, so the idea about that level. Let's see if they will just run directly for that, or if they will still go up. But I still think they might want to, they might want to jack it up one more time. Let's see how this candle close. I'll be in a 1 minute time frame, so in 30 seconds to be closing. Let me see how it closes. Yeah, it's very important. When I mean 30 seconds, I'm talking about the 1 minute. Let me go there, because some people, actually I can be watching the 5 minutes and I can be like, I can translate the information to what the 1 minute is doing at times. Like, I don't need to jump down before I know, okay, a new candle has formed the 1 minute. Everybody should know that once 1 minute, this has closed now. So that was what I was saying. I just came down here for people to see. So the way it closed was what I was trying to watch. They did close below that 1.3900. If it doesn't, then let's see if the top will be taken out first. Like, I that's what I want. I want the top to be Judas. If it does that, that's excellent. If it doesn't do that, I don't care. Then this will be the draw liquidity 1.30880. Then up this other sell side at 1.30862. So let's see if that's those relatively equal highs. They are at 1.30949. where my limit is. Yeah, if it gets in, not really, that really limit should be off, but that's not where I wanted to. All these entries here were just because sometimes you just won't get that perfect precision. As I put one here, I put another one here, but this kind of thing here is why I'm not taking it out yet. It's this is too smooth, this is too smooth, so one should be a Judas ideally, but it can just run for the sell side. I told you I don't care what it goes for. So back to the 5 minute time frame. So I think let's see if it runs for that 1.30880. That's 1.30880. Let's see if it does that. If it once this limit is filled, I'm canceling that that limit order. Once that's the sell limit order will be cancelled if this buy limit order gets filled. So let's keep watching. Remember the consequent encroachment, that is the midpoint of this candle still. We're using this, but now I'll be using this one, the midpoint over here. This, if the candle close below 1.30913, then I think they will go for the sell side first. But just like this one, it was heavy, and then it's popped up and closed this way. If this one does similar thing and closed just like this one did above the midpoint of this preceding one, then they might want to go for the top. But if it's closed just like the way it is, like heavy and below the main point of also this candle still below the consequent encroachment, then this should be a drawn liquidity. Well, if you're watching for the first time, I'm sorry. That is this language that I learned with. That was how it was coming to me when I was learning. And consequent encroachment, I said, it means midpoint of an inefficiency, a weak, and yes, an inefficiency and wicks and gaps. So that's what consequent encroachment means. So the way it closes is like it's the determinant right now. Normally all this should just be it should be gone, but I don't know. It just price is not the same thing every day. What's the euro dollar doing? Oh, similar. How about Nasdaq? That was cringing higher. Let's go back to the British pound. So in 20 seconds we know how fit. So you see the candle is like it's trying to pull up to suck up. If it does close this up again above the midpoint, that's above. Okay, I like this. Okay, this is okay. So that's 1.30880 might. Let me see the 1 minute time frame. Okay, we might come for the sell side now. We might come. Anything can happen. Let me see the economic calendar right here. 12:45. This is a medium impact news event. This is 12:15. So I don't know. Did they want to just stay in a range like this till 12:45? I don't want to stay that long at all. No. I'm on a minute, 30 minutes from now. I don't want to do that. I don't know, but I can't determine what they'll do, but I feel this 1.308 might, because the way the candles are closing, they're showing heaviness. But as I said, it can just pop here real quick and come here. That's like really good. But right now, with the way candles are closing, this 1.30880 is like, it's too clean for me. Like I said, it's too smooth. Like ICT used to say, smooth surface will be made jagged. The smooth edges will be made jagged. So that's what price do. That is a classic support. Like for the support and resistance, say, oh, this is a strong support. So they buy here, they say support and resistance. They'll be trading in this range. So as smart money, once they buy, they put their sell stop there, and we go to uh, cannibalize that stop loss. We feed off it. This is my buy limit here, so I'll be pairing my buy limit with their sell stop, and that will be I'll be going out when they are going in, or getting stopped out. So that's what smart money does. They're doing the support and resistance. So to me, what they're just doing is bringing more excitement and enticement, that okay, this is a very strong, the support is strong, so so it just will be tricking them into buying, buying, and then it runs on them. So that's what I think, just engineering liquidity. Also for the top, there people with resistance, they'll be like, it's strong resistance, it's strong resistance. That's why I was actually saying I wanted that 1.30949 to be punched first. It should be made jagged. So those who are trying to be resistant sellers will already be knocked out, and those that are trying to be support buyers, they'll also be knocked out. So nobody's in the game now. Who then does that kind of things? Who profit of that kind of move? Is the smart money. They are the one. They run on potential profiting people, and people that will want to get themselves inside, they will not allow them, and people that are inside, they stop them out. So that's just what to do, both buyers and sellers, whoever. So let's watch for the sell side here. If you notice, it's almost like how many, okay, let me ask this question. How many inefficiencies have you seen since okay, I can see just one here, but since 10:50, like okay, there's a little one here, but like there's no clear inefficiency, like come on, compared to from 10 o'clock down to 10:30, like, well, look at all this, like no inefficiency. This is a high resistance liquidity run in this place. This was a low resistance liquidity run. It was just easy peasy. But look at this, so much. When I was still learning, it was okay. So here we'll call 1.30880. 1.30880. So when I was still learning, in this kind of condition, I become so frustrated. Like, what the hell is price doing? Come on, move, and I'll be like, but now I don't care. It's just time distortion. It's just distorting and creating more interest in a level that will fail soon. So I'm watching how this candle closes, because if it closes below the consequent encroachment of this preceding candle, that's below 1.30895. If it closes below that, and there's a very high probability that will be running 1.30880. So let's see. You got 6 seconds to decide. Price does the decision, by the way. Is to decide when you okay, right here. So we run it, right? Run it, come on, do it. 1.308880. So run it real quick. So let me see it on a 1 minute time frame. Okay, so come there, clear it out. There you go, run. So let's see that sell side. Let me do something like this. Okay, so I took a partial, then I'll reduce, modify this, remove this 50 if it's not faster than I. Okay, there you go. So I just took that out to prove, like, when I say that level is too clean. So let's see if it's gonna gravitate to the final level. So remember, okay, let me wait for it for some time. It might before I start talking. Let's see. That's my stop loss. That's a problem. Okay. And on 1K. Yeah. So that's my reach over there. So I'm looking at 1.30862. Come to daddy. So remember I said once if this gets taken out, I cancel that sell limit order if the buy limit order gets filled. So right there, come on, go down. Yep. So as partial, I cancel this order here. I was that was the best of the best. Like that line is actually a level I looked at the higher time frame. So I wanted the best of the best, but from experience I knew, okay, don't let me go into that. Let me start from where we actually were here together. This sell side was too clean. I said that. So I was watching for these first, but the moment candles at this very point, which is at 11:13, when I saw this candle, I said I favor this more because this is showing heaviness. You can rewind that. I said heaviness. So when it came here, then the confirmation was right at this very candle at 11:15. It closed below. I mentioned the level, yes, 1.30895. Rewinded. I said that. So once it closed below that level, I was like, okay, come on, we should hit this. And I would have waited for this, but the only reason why I didn't is this is too clean. And okay, to really prove that, okay, I knew it would be coming here, I took a partial of 50,000 shares. Let me put the details somewhere. Just talking. So there you go. This is it, 50,000. So I took a partial. Here actually was 1,550,000, and I edited, I modified it. Check the video is there. I modified it to 1.5 million shares, and there you go. It was priced. So I proved the concept by this is too clean and smooth edges will be made jagged by price action. There you go. And also this, and I said I'll immediately delete the sell limit, which I have deleted. So back to what I'm actually saying here. So I have lots of inefficiency there. Let me, so I can know how I'll be scaling out more. I have how many left? 1 million. So I'm watching this inefficiency right here. So why I didn't wait for that 1 million shares sell limit to be taken, like that was the best of the best, and sometimes price will just deny you that. I should have actually, because of the spread, if it was index futures, it might deliver it, sometimes it doesn't, but because of the spread I should have just bring it down 1 pps lower, but I just didn't. I don't feel like doing it. I wanted to see how lesser precise I can be, but knowing fully well of that with my experience, when price began to rally right here, I sold what, 500,000 shares. At here, another opportunity, I sold 50,000 shares. So I was not concerned about that 1 million sell limit, whether it gets fulfilled or not. That's how I know myself. I'll be like, oh, I should. So this is how I deal with it. So I took small, and if that one still got feed, all well and good, just more for me. And there you go. That was so. Imagine I had been waiting for this and all this opportunity. I couldn't get it. So this 50,000 was what I took back here, because it was not so ideal an entry for me. It's okay, but I used to take, so when I enter like that, I like to quickly remove that sometimes and allow the larger position to run, and just the trade idea basically. I could be done by here, but I still believe price might want to go down into that inefficiency, and there's a sell side here. Go on the 50-minute time frame. That's the low, previous risk low, Monday's low. So I'm seeing that if price might want to do that, I don't know really, but let's see how many juice is still left in this lemon. So there you go. I'll recap again. The limit, I removed it because the buy limit was full. So I should have changed this to something for random. Yeah, there you go. Shows. So there you go. Let me delete all this. It looks stupid. So So that's what I that's at times that's the price you pay for for seeking precision. You pay this kinds of price, and there you go. I'm okay with it. This is phantom trend line. It's a logic I used when I was learning, like that time when I paid all those guys. They were like, oh, it's trend line, and you buy if it's touching it, you buy. So when I learned ICT concept, I realized that this was just fake. So once I see this kind of thing, I become so confident in my trade, and I'm so in love with it. This phantom trend line, like look at this, look at those buying here, right there. I sold and ate into all their profit, and for those who had their stop loss here, they are all knocked out. So I told you, smart money engineers, and they just created more what I told you, they created more excitement for this low. All they did, they could have run it all at once and keep going down. Simple. That's low resistance you couldn't run, like we had here since 10. It's been running easy. Not yeah, compared to this, is this more easier? But right here, then this is this time distortion. The very long, if sometimes a short time distortion is just um 10 minutes, 10 minutes. But this is from 10:35, and it never got breached until about 11:20. That's almost an hour. We just have 15 minutes less than an hour. That's 45 minutes. A very long distortion. Well, in there I was comfortable, I was not stressed. And one way I deal with my stress, and is I go to higher time frames. Like, we'll have the macro perspective, which is the monthly and weekly. We have the intermediate, the daily, 4 hour. We have the short time, 60 minutes, 50 minutes, and we have the micro. The micro is those seconds, and the 5 minutes is like a higher time frame for a micro perspective. So this is like when I was just trading that, it was like, okay, I used to always teach this with this very low time frame, so I'll be frustrated here. But now, once I began to see this, I was like, okay, there's no need to worry about anything. Like, you can hear my voice, I'm not worried. I just come here. That's why I saw I was stuck on the 5 minute time frame. Like, okay, let's come and have some fun here. I might go there once in a while to look at how price is doing. If I want to see, like, okay, maybe I'll try to reverse, I will be tracing, I go there. But I just come here. This is how I deal with it. And there's no so much, like, compared to the 1 minute time frame, it doesn't look so much like a distortion, although it is. But compared to this, or even this, look at how large it is. If you're sitting here, okay, I say, okay, this is a CB, you want to, it says, okay, now it's clamped over, will it be an inversion? You'll be having all kinds of doubt, like, okay, like this is a CB. Let me show it here. Somebody will say this is a CB. Okay, now this CB, does it get disrespected? Like, let me make it this color. Okay, now, okay, you see it's clamped over. Now this is an inversion, so you want to buy here, you just be confused. So the narrative is sell side and bearish. Just like, that's it. So once I see this kind of, to avoid all these kind of things that goes around in the mind, and you'll be making wrong decision. Okay, I'll take my profit here. Like, when I'm starting, you'll see it will not be clean like this ones. It will just, to check all these doubts out, I just go to the higher time frame for a micro perspective, and I just stick there. I will have fun. So that's the business. So I don't know how it will run going to the PM section today. I would like to see it go down. Actually, price has been bunked, like it's been really bearish, extremely bearish. So these are the details. How I sold. Okay, how did I enter? This was the array. So I didn't just go there, okay, and push the button. This was what I used to enter. So somebody might know, okay, well, for those who are experienced, they can see it. But for beginners, sorry, you just have to grow into it. So that was the entry. I was watching this candle at 10 a.m. I didn't rush into it. I was watching it, didn't close, then this closed. I need the next one. As we're going in, I sold. I should have sold here, but I was not, like, actually I come late. I came late to the price, and once I come late, I don't like to outperform my algorithm. I wanted to add more here, but I waited for confirmation for it to go. So when it went low, I went to the 3 minute time frame. There was an inefficiency that was supposed to be an inversion, which is actually this one. So I wanted it to be an inversion, and it actually was an inversion, but I just couldn't get an entry in there. So that's a 3 minute time frame. On the 3 minute time frame, it didn't come back to reprice it, but it did on the 1 minute time frame. I should have taken that right here, which I think 1018 or what, okay, 1029. So we should have taken that, right? That would be super great, but I just didn't. So I had that sell limit in place for that one, and price just decided not to give it to me, and I don't care. What it gave to me, I've taken. So that's a trade. I'll be stopping the recording. If the thing is still on, for the PM session I might record it, and the risk is removed and the cost is covered. So I'll be taking all this off, and that's how you go with smart money concept. So even if price come back, I'll be stopped at what, plus $400+ there. So that's the walkthrough. This inefficiency, I'm looking at it. Let me put a buy. Well, putting a buy limit now might be, I'll have to be coming to check the chart, because it can actually come here, stop me out in profit, and when I'm away it then comes down here and engage the buy limit and keep going lower. So that's a very crucial thing to do. It's not but I can easily come and check the chart once in a while. So let me see, I can like 1.30750. I'll put my buy limit there. So because I don't have, this is the best of the best, I don't have to be right about the final outcome. So I said 1.30750. $500,000 buy limit, and there you go. So I'll go to the 1 minute time frame, for lower time frames, to see if there's a more refined level, because that's like a balanced price range on a 5 minute time frame. Okay, I'm okay with that. There's an inefficiency there, so that's where the limit will be. It's like a balance price. I know it should balance price actually, it's just one candle that needs to be in between, but this one has a lot. But I just treat it similar to a balanced price range. This candle and this inefficiency, they're like, so if you can get one there. So a way that you used to enter, you can also use it to exit. So that'll be it. I'll be checking the trade once in a while, so it won't stop me out and engage my buy side. So the result and trade is history. Come on. So this is today's trade. We had net 2000 and the P&L. I started this account, if I can remember really well, at $10,000, and it grew. I don't know what the technical issues. It went to 100,000, but from 100,000 to 178, which it is now. I built that with my trading here. The history are there, everything, and have a great time. So I was stopped out. And just coming to the chart, I was stopped out in profit. So let me delete all these things. So this is the business. This was an inversion fair value gap. You can just FEG, a bearish one, and this is a bullish one. So make it 12 inside right, make this so that was what I used to enter inversion fair value gap, and I sold short. So I'll be taking out this limit. That was why I said I'll come and check, because it can actually stop me out in profit and still go down during the PM session. So I don't want that kind of story. And you can check the price. This was what the price was. My stop loss was at 1.30962, and stopped out in profit. So that's the business.